So it's finally a nice day in Amsterdam. It took us to, what is it, 10th August, 11th August, something like that. But it's summer. We're halfway through it, but we're finally there. Hey, so today we were working on the new electric powerboat. We've done several upgrades. She's still a bit exposed, as you can see. Not very pretty. But the stuff is working now. We finally got rid of our lead-acid aux battery. We now have 4 40 amp hour Sinopolys that are kind of more behaving like 48 amp hour Sinopolys, really. They've been bottom balanced, so we could run them down to, you know, 10, even maybe 9.5 volts or so, if we would, which we're not gonna. Probably not a single one of them is reverse. You know, the others are all be at the same spot. So that's our new aux battery, and more importantly, the whole 12 volt system is actually leaning on what is the 12 volt converter, 12 to 230 really, and a Sony amplifier, because we now have tunes. So let's see if they work. I have it hooked up to the phone here, which will also be communicating with the Soliton. Brothers in arms. Why not? So we decided overkill would be the best. So the full amplifier, 2 Technics speakers. They'll be under the dash, but they'll have enough line so we can take them out for a party whenever we arrive somewhere. And that should give us some pretty sweet tunes. Oh yeah. That sounds pretty good. Our other big improvement is behind us. Let's open her up.
These mist-colored mountains.
So we've been having some serious temperature issues. Let's turn down the brothers. So we finally have liquid cooling on the Soliton. Yay, there is much rejoicing. We'd been overheating the Soliton, something bad. You know, always meant to add it after a week. Here we are, 6 weeks later. But she's running. We got a full system from a overclocker. So out of a PC system. It had the Lang, what is it? Lang, the D5 pump anyways, that is advised in the Soliton owner's manual. And it has a good radiator. I don't know if you can see it behind there, with some extra fans. And then there's some fans we have taking air out of the box again. So when we, right now it's not controlled yet, it's just when we turn on the controller, the pump will come on, has a little reservoir, goes out and around and into the radiator. The radiator has some fans, it comes back out, goes in and out of our controller, and through some creative looping back into the reservoir. With some LED lights, this stuff will light up really cheesy, but it'll look great, really, right? So yeah. Also, we've rerouted the Ethernet connection, which also comes on when the controller is on. So let's actually see if the smartphone can communicate with the controller at the same time as playing music. Let's see here. That's music. Good, it keeps going. And here's our dashboard. And we're connected to the Soliton. And it is now reporting 29 degrees. It's sitting in full sun and has been for hours on end, so I imagine it's actually been cooling a little bit. Hey, so I'm gonna clean up the system a bit, get stuff tucked away, and we'll take her out for a spin. See you in a bit. If you're still with us, it's about 17 amp hours worth out of our 90 amp hour batteries, which were more or less full. Now let's turn the music down a little bit. That was not bad. Let's see what the controller's up to, right? It is now 49 degrees Celsius. The pack is sitting 292 under a 9 amp load. Let's bring us down to 0 amp load. Voltage recovering back up towards its let's call it 300 nominal, and we used about 17 amp hours worth in that little jet around, and without having to turn the motor off, I'll let the blower go for a moment. This is not a bad spot, guys. beautiful evening. It's like first summer evening we have, and it's the 10th of August. But she's making up. She's making up for a lot. So let's see, do you think I cooked the motor? Let's see if we can smell some burning rubber here. Now, besides the forced air cooling, which is aiding the shaft propeller, which is kind of like the cooler, RPM-based cooler, we also have a rather beefy 4.5 centimeter diameter, 25 kilo aluminium adapter plate that goes to our aluminum bell housing. Now these kind of act like an extra heat sink. There, let me pull forward a little, otherwise we're gonna get a wave here. Turn the nose into the waves here. Okay, there we go. Better. Lest show and tell become dink in the drink. Hey, it's time to take the baby back home. GPS for speed. So this time we'll check out what our speeds are. Okay, down a little bit, Nora. And here we go, guys. Woohoo! Oh yeah. This is 46 against the current, doing 250 off the batteries. Check out as we cross the, it's at 140, doing 34 kilometers an hour. But you know, currents definitely play a large part in this. 133, 31 kilometers an hour. Okay, here we go again. That is full open. 48, 51, 51. Woohoo! Basically fast in a boat. Yeah, 51 seems to be the magic number right now, coming back into town. We're 380 off the batteries. I'll ease off a bit there. I kind of like the 140. need to get a better horn. That's just awful. Volts. Controller's at 53, so we can definitely break that 50 barrier even though we have the cooling. Hey, we're gonna have to see. I mean, on a hot day, a lot of water skiing going on. We're doing that next week. If it runs a lot hotter, then who knows, we need more liquid. We might need a little more fans. Check it out. But we were pretty much punishing it, and it stays at 53. There's nothing really wrong with that. Very cool. Now we're charging again. We used about 39 amp hours on that little jump around. And now she's ready to charge back up. That was fun.